Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Smith with Rob Moyne coming to you live from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks for joining us today. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today featuring the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for today's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, we thank you. Let's take a look at the matchup. Today's girls soccer match. First, the South Eugene Axe. They are coached by James Bilderbeck, and Scott Hanna is the assistant coach. 2-2 overall record, 1-0 in the conference, currently ranked 28th in the state. Their conference victory was on Tuesday, defeating South Medford by a 4-2 score. And on the other side of the field, the Grants Pass Lady Cavers, 0-4 overall record, currently ranked 52nd in the state, which is a surprise to me, covering these girls last year during the COVID season. They actually won the Southern Oregon Conference tournament, beating South Medford in the shootout in the finals of that tournament. So not the results we were expecting so far from the Lady Cavers, but they can turn it around today, much the way the football team did last night, if they can get the victory here at home at Mel Ingram Field. Lady Cavers are coached by Aaron Kubik, assistant coach Lindsay Richardson. Getting started just a little bit late today, as I believe South Eugene got here a little later than they wanted to. In fact, as we were setting up, they were not yet warming up. So getting started a few minutes late, but we're about to get things going. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with the kickoff of Lady Caver Soccer here on almost did it. Almost went to my radio call right here on TableRockSports.net. We will be right back.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Before we begin, the starting lineups for both teams, beginning with South Eugene.
And memories are made. Cap Rock Northwest Grill.
Number 16, Ella Miranda.
Your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
A new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Getting set for the kickoff here between the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. Got a few roster changes for the Lady Cavers, trying to get those squared away here. So let's get the starters first for South Eugene. The keeper will be Sarah Gardner. Then it's number 2, Lila Lauterbach. Number 5, Sophia Serrano. Number 8, Nina Van Ryzen. Number 10, Jessie Hawes. Number 11, Breer Turnbull. Number 14, Keegan Rawls. Number 16, Ella Miranda. Number 18, Helen Evans. Number 20, Mimi Boresa. And number 23, Sydney Mills. And as the Cavers get set to kick off, I will bring you their starters as we get going here. And we're underway here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. So your keeper for the Lady Cavers is Abigail Michael. Your other starters, number 2, Annabelle Quigley, has a chance butting here for the Cavers, but South Eugene gets it to the outside and clears the zone. Also starters, number 4, Michaela Garcia, number 6, Jocelyn Seidel, number 7, Emma Thompson, number 11, Ella Wyarty, number 12, Kenzie Kleiner, Number 13, Abigail Michael. Number 14, Kyla Immel. Number 15, Brooke Anderson. Number 16, Mia Thompson. And number 19, Harper Page. And a chance for South Eugene getting into the open field. And then the second attempt is in after the first shot was blocked by the Caver keeper. The shot is put in, trying to get the number for you. And PA beat me to it. Sophia Serrano, number 5, with the goal at the 38-28 mark. So South Eugene gets the first goal on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They lead 1-0. Dribbling around almost every Caver defender was number 10, Jesse Hawes. Now the defense able to clear it. South Eugene putting on some early pressure here in this one. And they've already taken the lead. That ball led a little too far. Trying to get it back to Serrano. She's got the only goal so far. Here's a chance for the Lady Cavers. That one will just scoot into the box as Gardner able to get there ahead of the Caver attack. Lady Cavers in the home blue. South Eugene Axe in the white. That shot handled by Abigail Michael. Lady Cavers will take the throw, and Lady Cavers playing without Jasmine Campbell, saw her down on the field. Don't know her status. We'll see if we can find that out, but first game we covered here was canceled about 10 minutes in because of smoke. She was not here for that game back in August. Ooh, and that blast right into the face of the Axe player. They'll stop the clock here. Getting back to her feet is Ella Miranda. She'll head to the bench. Hopefully she's going to be all right. Clear out the cobwebs and believe we'll have a drop kick here to get things restarted as soon as the teams are ready. Cavers send it wide, and the Axe forced to turn it aside. See what the Lady Cavers can get going here in the offensive zone. Centering try, scooped up by Michael. I believe that was Boressa on that wing out there, sending that one in. Another nifty move to get around the defender. Hawes with some pretty good ball handling skills we've seen so far in this one. Another centering chance, and here's an opportunity. Left footer gonna go just wide as Boressa lined it up. It just put it wide. Most of the pressure has come from South Eugene so far in this one. They've already got a goal, and so far they are controlling the play. And that is going to be a goal kick. Oh, good takeaway there. And that one will scoot out of bounds. Throw in for the Axe. That one lifted. Those are tough ones to play at times, and Michael fought it a little bit, was able to make the play, but a nice entry from Serrano. That one sent deep. The Cavers will chase it down, but it's going to scoot out of bounds. Soccer balls always find the open gates here at Mel Ingram Field. It's pretty well enclosed here. A lot of balls end up in the stands, of course, but for some reason they always seem to find those open gates. Cavers trying to put some pressure on here. Serrano settles it, tries to make the move. Hawes works around two defenders, and we have no linesmen today. We have the two referee arrangement. I believe that was an offsides call. And the free kick coming up for the Lady Cavers. Good defensive stop there. I think that's Kleiner winning that one-on-one battle. But the South Eugene Axe keep coming. Here's a chance. And the keeper, Michael, comes out, makes the save. That was Foskett on the attempt, I believe. I think she came in for the injured Miranda. Caroline Foskett out there. One to nothing is our score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. That one turned aside, and it will be goal kick for the Cavers as Van Ryzen was denied. Another good defensive play there by Kleiner. Oh, good job there. Quigley intercepting that pass. Nifty move there. A couple of good moves from Anderson. And the Axe forced to turn it aside. Sub coming in for South Eugene.
Number 21,
Sarah Money into the match for the Axe. That one chipped in. Michael right there to scoop it up. The Axe so far just having the more control on this game, better passing and more aggressive to the loose balls. They're not winning every one-on-one, but they spread the field well and they make good passes. And so far a lot of this game has been spent in their offensive zone, as Michael had a little trouble with that one, but able to come up with it. Another chance for the Cavers as they push it ahead. That one goes wide of the net. Had the keeper a little fooled on that. I believe that was Brooke Anderson. And it was 15. I don't have my football glasses out. I may have to get those out to read these numbers today. So Anderson with a good push for the Cavers, but they come up empty. Now she takes it away. She'll take a left-footed entry. That'll be an easier play for Gardner. Cavers, I should say, showing some good passing. Gardner will be forced to kick that one as she had to play it outside of the box. So Lady Cavers starting to make some noise here. Delayed call there. They were going to let that foul go until the ball got put right back to the Axe player who had committed the foul. Can't see her number yet. I believe that's Van Ryzen over there, number 8. But it was a play-on situation until they gained an advantage, and then the whistle was blown. Dangerous kickback here. See if the Cavers can take advantage. That one chipped in by Quigley, but Gardner able to scoop that up. But that kickback was made with nobody else to help the keeper Gardner. Only Caver players in the vicinity, and it almost cost them a goal. Still 1-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We've passed the halfway point of this first half. South Eugene getting their goal early at the 38-28 mark. That goal put in by number 5, Sophia Serrano. And the Axe have controlled much of the action here in this first half, but the Cavers starting to make some noise here in the last few minutes. You can see the aggressiveness of the Lady Caver players has picked up a bit in this last few minutes, and that's been the difference. This game originally scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, and by the time this one gets over, they may all be happy that this game started at 11. It was a little warm yesterday for this time of year, and it's supposed to be pretty similar today. Got up into the 90s yesterday, which not unusual for September, but late September you'd like to see it cooling down a little bit more than that. Perfect temperature for soccer right now. In fact, I got a couple of granddaughters playing right now as we speak. Chance for the Axe, and Serrano puts it home again, her second of the half. This will be recorded at the 16-14 mark of the first half. And it's 2-0. South Eugene doubles their lead. And again, Serrano. And Kennedy Madera's on for South Eugene. And that one will hurt a little for the Lady Cavers. They've been playing much better the last 5 minutes or so. And another chance setting up here for South Eugene. And that one turned aside by Michael, still alive in the box, as the Cavers clear it out. They send it wide for Money. Her centering attempt turned away. "15 minutes remain here in this first half. South Eugene acts with the 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard, and an offsides call against South Eugene. Free kick for the Lady Cavers as the play got a little too aggressive there. Looks like Kleiner will take it here, send it ahead for the Lady Cavers. Nice give and go there, but the Cavers turn that aside. Chance for Grant's pass. Had the numbers but couldn't get the pass through. Now they'll send one wide as Wyardi runs it down. And Wyardi the last to touch it as that one goes out. Nice takeaway there. That was Mia Thompson. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. It's the South Eugene Axe taking on the Grants Pass Lady Cavers. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, 2-0, the Axe with the first half lead. Another opportunity, and just wide of the net, as that was Van Ryzen with the miss, but Jesse Hawes with some nifty footwork again, creating that opportunity. But as the clock ticks down to the 10-minute mark, at times in this first half, it's felt like there's been twice as many white jerseys out there, as they've really played well and spaced the field really well. Hawes again checked off the ball. Thompson spills her to the turf, and this will be a free kick for South Eugene. Jesse Hawes will take the free kick. Going to move that Lady Caver wall back just a bit. That one is good for a field goal. Over the goal and through the uprights. No points for that, but gives us something to talk about here. Saw a free kick earlier this season in one of the games we covered that was probably at least 30 meters out. Took a bounce and went right over the keeper's head, unable to get it, went right into the goal. It was just the perfect bounce. Cavers send one deep. And that one I believe that was Helen Evans making the defensive play there for South Eugene. Oh, and a miscue by the Cavers. The Axe trying to push it ahead, finally turned aside by Kleiner. That shot's going to go wide as Serrano has both the goals so far today for South Eugene.
Number 8, Abby Griffin for the Lady Cavers.
Got some different numbers on the rosters here. Abby Grip wears number 8. She just subbed in for the Lady Cavers. And this will be a free kick for the Cavers. Seidel with the nice header, but the Axe with it again, trying to set up their attack. And a good one-on-one play results in a call against South Eugene. It was Callie Brannis making the good defensive play, drawing the foul. And she'll send it ahead. Anderson sends one deep, but that one will be controlled by the keeper, Gardner, who scoops it up. Cavers send another one in, and the foot race is won by the Cavers, but this one's going to go wide as Gardner came out. She was beat to that ball by Wyarty.
Annabelle quickly back into the Lady Cavers.
Quigley back into the match for Grants Pass. Another chance for the Cavers. Lefty shot just wide of the post. That one just was hooking too much. A great try. Some good teamwork there between Anderson and Immel. And that lefty shot just hooked past the upright. That one sent in. Another chance for South Eugene, but this will scoot out of bounds. Clock ticking down near the 2-minute mark here in the first half. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, 2-0, South Eugene over Grants Pass. Free kick coming up for South Eugene. Looks like Hawes will trigger up. No, that's not Hawes, and she puts it away. Beautiful kick from Breer Turnbull. I thought I saw 10, but that was 11, and it's Breyer. I think I said Breer. Breyer Turnbull punches it home with 49 seconds remaining in the half. So a beautiful free kick makes it 3-0. And that's a real backbreaker for the Lady Cavers as we tick down toward the half. And we're going to have a corner kick here as Grip was forced to just deflect that one out of bounds. South Eugene trying to hurry as time ticks down. It's in front, finally cleared out. This shot will go wide. Another excellent chance for South Eugene. They don't get a goal there, but they lead at the end of one half of play on our John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 3, Grants Pass nothing. We'll take a break, come back in just a bit. Don't go away.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today's game featuring the South Eugene Axe taking on the Lady Cavers of Grants Pass. And in that first half, as you can see on our John L. Scott scoreboard, it's been all South Eugene, a 3-0 lead. South Eugene got on the board early at the 38-28 mark as Sophia Serrano got the first of her 2 goals in that first half. In fact, she scored the first 2 goals of the half. Her second one at the 16-14 mark. And then the backbreaker with 49 seconds remaining in the half. Breer Turnbull put one into the net for South Eugene, and they lead 3-0. And looking forward to the second half, Lady Cavers got a few things they're going to need to do better if they want to get back into this game. Most notably, they're going to have to be more aggressive. They've got to win the 50-50 battles. You've got to go to passes that are made. You can't wait for them to get to you. And so aggressiveness is going to be a big part of it. And like I said, including winning more of those 50-50 balls. And a lot of that is just hustle and grit. And they did show some of that, but not consistently through the half. There was a good stretch of time where the Cavers put on some good pressure, had some good scoring opportunities, a couple of shots that went just wide of the net. So their opportunities were there, but the difference in that first half was the constant pressure put on by South Eugene. And that brings up probably the third point about this game that is going to need to change for Grants Pass if they want to stay in this one, is passing with a purpose. Almost every touch South Eugene made in that first half was with purpose. They knew who they were passing to and where they needed to put it. And so the teamwork looked really, really good for South Eugene. Grants Pass had too many balls that were just kicked, or even throw-ins that were made just really to no one. And sometimes you're forced into that, but sometimes it's just a matter of rushing and not being as crisp with your passing as you could be. So Cavers will have to come out and improve in those areas, and hopefully they do to make this a better game in the second half, as they are trailing on the John L. Scott scoreboard 3-0. We'll take another break, come back with the second half of Lady Cavers soccer here on TableRockSports.net.
Or a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform? Thirsty for change? Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! Yes! Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Second half, getting ready to kick off, and the South Eugene Axe with the commanding 3-0 lead over the Grants Pass Lady Cavers here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. Waiting for the Lady Cavers to come back out on the field, and we'll get the second half started. To see how aggressive the Lady Cavers come out in this second half. They're going to need some goals early and often if they want to climb back into this one. And if South Eugene can play a half similar to that first half, they will go home with the victory, as they were pretty dominant most of the way. It's our first chance to see the Lady Cavers at home for an entire game. We got to see them play for about 10 minutes back in August, and then the smoke ended the day. But having covered this team last year during the COVID season and the 1-year Rogue Valley Conference, this team can play much better than they did in that first half, and hopefully they find some of that magic here in the second half. Of course, South Eugene would like to just keep the dominance up and take home a victory. And a whistle will get a foul on South Eugene. Free kick coming up for the Cavers. That one taken on the hop. Gardner able to handle it. Good hustle play by Seidel, trying to keep this attack alive for the Lady Cavers early here in this first half. Didn't really get to mention Jocelyn Seidel much in that first half, and an offsides call on South Eugene, but she is definitely an integral part of this Lady Caver team. Always a solid presence out there for the Lady Cavers. Of course, a lot of players didn't get mentioned in that first half as Cavers spent a lot of time on defense. Another free kick coming up here as Kleiner will take this one for Grants Pass. There's a chance for Grants Pass, and that one will go home. Seidel, as we just had mentioned, got the opportunity off the free kick. Kleiner sent it deep, and Seidel puts it home for Grants Pass, and it's 3-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. That goal at the 37:08 mark. So just as we mentioned Seidel, she pays dividends here in this second half. That shot has to be pushed aside by the keeper, Michael, and it'll be a corner kick for South Eugene as Hawes' shot challenged Abigail Michael. I believe that's Rawls setting up the corner. And that shot will go wide off the foot. Trying to see who that player, number 7, that's Audrey Horrigan, with the shot wide of the net, and a goal kick coming up for Grants Pass. Beautiful feed, chance for the Cavers, and the shot off the post. Anderson fed Wyardi. Wyardi almost put it home, just hit the post. That play started by, again, aggressively getting the 50-50 ball as Anderson won that 50-50 ball and got that chance for the Cavers, as this one is out of bounds off of South Eugene. And those are the kind of plays the Cavers need to continue making if they want to keep climbing back into this one. They've gotten the first goal of the half. They need at least a couple more. South Eugene putting some pressure on here. And that one will be handled easily by Michael. Another chance for Grants Pass. Centering feed goes across the goal. Seidel will blast one. That just goes off the crossbar. So they've only got one goal to show for it, but this is the Caver team they needed to bring out in this second half, as they've already had 3 scoring chances here in this second half. Send another one. That one's going to go out of bounds. Led a little too far for Quigley to get to. Seidel over at the sideline getting a quick drink. She's been working hard here since this second half started. Oh, that's going to be a foul. running out of room. I think that was Harper Page. And a handball going to be called on South Eugene. Like it may have been handball on both teams there, but the first one gets called, of course. And that one goes out of bounds. Grants Pass will make the throw in. That chance turned aside by their own team. That was intended to lead Serrano, but it hit her right in the back. And Caver defense forced to kick that one aside as Brannis slows things down. Foskett back into the match. Also coming in is Turnbull, both for South Eugene. South Eugene leading 3-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass definitely playing with a little more confidence since they punched that first goal in and then a couple more scoring chances. You can see just that little bit of difference in the way they're playing right now, and hopefully they can keep that up. Of course, for you South Eugene fans, you don't want to see that, but defense got a little too cute with that, almost turned it over. Now they get it out of the zone. Chance setting up, and that one sails over the top off the foot of Hawes. Haas again showing the footwork. This one over the top of the goal once again. That shot blocked by the defense. Caver throwing coming up right below us. Hard to see this side of the field. You can't see the entire, you can barely see the entire football field. You can't quite see the entire soccer field. We'll have to put Rob up on the roof, get a little better view. It's okay on a day like today, but I've been up here for a few rainy games where you wouldn't want to be stuck on the roof. Harper Page gets tired of that and just sends it down, setting up an opportunity for the Lady Cavers. And they'll say that was last touched by Grant's pass. Oh, a turnover chance for South Eugene, but the Caver defense recovers. Kleiner finally chips it out of bounds. Thompson making the initial play. That shot handled by Michael off the foot of Rawls. Here's a chance for the Cavers. Pushing it wide is Anderson, but can't make the move around the defender there, and they'll clear it ahead. That one will go wide as that play was set up by Hawes. Shot goes wide. Trying to see, I believe that's Sarah Money, who sent that one wide of the net. That one will sail high and into the netting behind the goal. Serrano comes back in for South Eugene. Of course, she's responsible for 2 of the 3 goals for the South Eugene Axe. Cavers need to shift this field, as this last several minutes has been almost primarily played in their defensive end. Came out in this half and was putting the pressure on, but South Eugene has responded here in the last several minutes. Still lots of time left. Oh, beautiful pass, just gets away from Serrano, but Rawls led her perfectly there, just couldn't quite connect. Going wide again is Anderson. Quigley trying to come up to help her in the middle. Anderson sends one across, and that'll be out of bounds. So Brooke Anderson starting to feel like she's alone out there, as she's gotten a couple of balls up that left side, but just not getting enough bodies near the net on those break opportunities. Of course, the Cavers spending too much time on the defensive end. Sometimes the teammates are deeper than they would want to be because they're helping on D. And those breaks end up being only 1 or 2 players when you would prefer to have 3 or 4. There's a chance. Eugene ahead of the pack. Money overruns it. See if she can salvage it here, but the Cavers turn it aside, so break opportunity is slowed down here at the moment. Starting to see a lot of hands on hips for both teams. That back and forth action gets the lungs working hard. That one chipped wide of the goal. That was Turnbull missing that one from that right-hand side. Money centers. South Eugene trying to push it into the box. Seidel with a nice play there to get the possession for Grants Pass as they will take the throw in. Oh, it's going to be a free kick, so a foul was called on that exchange with Seidel. Wyardi trying to control it on the far side, but loses it out of bounds. Rawls sends one ahead. Chance for the Axe. But a good defensive play again by Kleiner. That shot deflected. South Eugene wanted a handball call. Referee shakes his head, says no. That shot will test Michael. She takes it off the legs and the defense clears it aside. So Rawls is playing a big part of this attack in this second half for South Eugene. Wow, I was going to say that throw-in, they can't let that one go. Kalani Roberson into the game. Seidel will get a rest for the Lady Cavers. Left footer, that's going to take a funny bounce, but Michael able to track it down. That one had some English on it. And Robertson tries to get it ahead for the Cavers, but South Eugene gets it back. And an offsides will be called as Serrano got just a little ahead of the action. Down under 15 minutes remaining in this second half. Only goal so far in the half was put in by Grants Pass, Jocelyn Seidel. Anderson up the right side this time, looking for some room. Sends one to the center. Still in the box, and this is going to be... They're going to stop the clock. I believe we're going to have a penalty shot. I'm going to correct my clock as we're a little bit off here as they stop it at 14-17, and this is going to be a penalty kick. I believe it was a handball call. And lining up to take it is going to be number 15. That's Brooke Anderson. And she's got to get it past Sarah Gardner. And Gardner makes the save. Anderson tried to sneak it down low. I like the strategy. You don't want to miss the goal on a penalty kick. You want to force the keeper to try and make a play on the ball. But unfortunately for Anderson, Gardner was up to the task. And we're going to fix our clock again. Not sure what happened there, but there's a chance for the Cavers, but that one led a little too far as Gardner comes out to hoover it up. 13 minutes remaining in this one. Grants Pass making a little noise again here, but they still trail by 2 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. 3-1 in favor of the Axe. That one wide of the net. Going to get a keeper change. Have to find out who this is, as they're both wearing number 1. Sub coming in for Grants Pass, Abby Grip will replace Immel. Send one ahead for Quigley. She's bodied off that ball as it goes out of bounds. She was looking for a call there. Ref shakes his head, says, no, not enough there. We'll get a free kick here, or maybe a throw in. Player disappears on us. Yeah, throw in here for the Cavers. As Quigley fails to keep that one alive. Ticking down to the 10-minute mark. 3-1 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene still leading. Axe were the last to touch that, but it wasn't a kickback, so the new keeper able to handle that one. This one sent deep. It'll be another race. South Eugene setting up their attack. Here's a chance up the left side. And that one's going to scoot in. Van Ryzen puts it home. And South Eugene retakes a 3-goal lead. It's 4-1 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. That is at the 9:07 mark. My clock here has failed me once again. So at the 9:07 mark, Van Ryzen with the goal. And the Cavers trail by 3 once again. Here's another chance for South Eugene, a little foot race, but it'll be won by Abigail Michael. Robertson gets it away. Sends one ahead. Oh, and a foot race there is. And that will be finally called a foul as the keeper came out to challenge Brooke Anderson. And the referees are going to talk it over here. This is going to be, I believe, a free kick for Grants Pass, but and now the clock has stopped. Not sure. Clock down on the field says 7:29. So now the referee going to come over and so another new keeper. Okay, so the keeper that was out there that had come in relief was Cecilia Foskett. I believe she picked up a yellow card, and I believe that's Gardner that went back out. She was the starting keeper, had just come out of the game just a bit ago, and she's back out there now as Foskett picked up the yellow card. And I think they're going to have to back that wall up a little bit. I don't believe that's, yeah, there he moves them back. So I believe that's Kleiner going to take the free kick for Grants Pass. And she sends it wide. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this one. South Eugene on top, 4-1 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. During that stoppage, Seidel came back into the game for the Lady Cavers. We got a whistle here. Gonna be a free kick for South Eugene as foul was called on that. That chip shot gonna be off the crossbar of the football goalposts as Turnbull got a little too much underneath of that one. And a goal kick coming up for Grants Pass, but they trail with just over 5 minutes remaining. It's still 4-1, South Eugene with the lead. And an offsides called against South Eugene. Seidel sends one deep. Anderson chasing it down. She's watched there by Josie Clever. And it'll be corner kick time for Grants Pass. Harper Page coming over to take these corner kicks. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast Jasmine Campbell not playing. She is one of the best corner kick players I've seen out here last year. In fact, she would take most of the free kicks for Grants Pass last season, and she's about as good as I've seen. And an offsides. She has a good strong leg, but very accurate. Couple of games last season, she would get a workout just running 2 free kicks. She'd be at one end of the field, and they'd need her to come all the way to the other end to take a corner kick or a free kick, and she would get most of her running done just running to free kicks. Two and a half minutes remain. And a good work by Seidel draws the penalty, and free kick coming up for Grants Pass. Kleiner will take the freebie. Two minutes remain. That one going to be led too far right to the keeper, Gardner. Seidel moving around in front of her. Little cat and mouse game going on there, and knowing that Gardner has 10 seconds to get rid of that ball. Seidel playing a little game of step in front of the kick. Time for one last push here by Grants Pass. They would love nothing more to get one more goal in here. Have a good feeling out of what's going to be likely a loss. Another foul there to be a free kick for Grants Pass once again. But the clock continuing to run, down under 40 seconds to go. Kleiner ready to trigger. And they're going to walk off. Well, I thought he was going to walk off the wall, but now she's ready to take it. Kicks it right into the wall, hits Mills. And now a one-on-one battle at the other end, and that foul will be called on South Eugene. So Abby Grip got there to draw that foul, but that's going to do it. Time runs out. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, our final score, South Eugene 4, Grants Pass 1. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap things up from Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. 4-1 your score. South Eugene gets the victory, and we'll be right back.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Welcome back. You've been watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And as we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene going to head home with the victory, a 4-1 victory for the Axe over the Lady Cavers of Grants Pass. Recap the second half scoring. Grants Pass didn't wait too long to finally get on the board, trailing 3-0. Jocelyn Seidel got the goal to make it 3-1 at the 37:08 mark. But then with 9:03 remaining, the Axe got that goal back, retook a 3-goal lead, making it 4-1. That one came off the foot of Nina Van Ryzen. And that is your final. South Eugene improves to 2-0 in the conference and 3-2 overall, while Grants Pass drops to 0-3 in the conference, 0-5 overall. And that's going to do it for us here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Grants Pass High School Athletic Director Clay Ronceville for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Special thank you to head coaches James Bilderbeck for South Eugene and Aaron Kubik for Grants Pass. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be Tuesday back here at Mel Ingram Field. Boys soccer at 6 o'clock. Once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 4, Grants Pass 1. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Rob Moyne, I'm Jeff Smith saying thank you for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.